Holy shit, we made it. Gabe, the news nearly didn't happen this week.
Mate, if only they knew.
If only you guys knew the hoops I had to jump through to bring you guys the news every single week. Jesus fucking Christ. What's going on, mate?
Mate, it's been good. Like I was saying to you earlier, it feels like it's been forever since we shot one of these. Now that I have this to look forward to, mate, the weeks are going very slow.
I'm starting to think the more of these we pump out, it's gonna end up being like the nightly news.
Yeah.
Like we are gonna end up doing one of these every day.
Oh, we're gonna have to pump it up to 2 a week.
We'll get to 2 and then we'll slowly obviously quit our jobs and
Lose touch and
just lose touch with the people and just pump these things out every single day. What the fuck is going on with you, mate? How you been?
Mate, I had a good week since I saw you last. Since then, I went and did a escape room with the missus up in Maitland Jail.
That sounds. I couldn't think of anything less fun, but I hope you had a good time.
Well, look, I just got to prove that I was like the smarter partner, and I feel like there's nothing better than getting one over your missus.
There's nothing better, and hang on to it too.
Yeah,
keep it for the next time you guys have an argument. Just go. Fucking remember the escape room?
I'm playing it humble. And I was like, no, you did good. But like when it comes down to it, I'll be like, well, you fucking remember how I figured out everything?
Yeah. Dudes generally good at problem solving. What else? So escape room was good. Maitland Jail, nice, historic.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a trek out there, but it was cool. Like I don't know, they pretend to be a guard and give you some clues and shit. But there was some little kids there that like kind of wanted to. Because you're right next to each other in the cells, the little kids are like, is anyone out yet? And, can we have a clue and shit? And, like, you can't help but listen in.
Yeah.
They're getting clues and shit right next to you, so they kind of killed the vibe a bit.
Yeah, it's fucking kids.
It's like, fucking kids ruin everything, man.
Yeah, especially escape rooms.
Yeah.
Especially escape rooms.
I feel like there was something else that I had on my weekend list. No, honestly, that was mostly it.
Escape room. Yeah. Any sourcing on the weekend?
No, quiet from me.
That's nice.
I had a few whiskeys and watched the footy on Saturday night.
You're a whiskey man.
I don't mind. I'm like you. I like the yummy whiskies.
Yes, the kids' whiskies, the really sweet ones that don't actually taste like whiskey.
But the Fireballs is what I was drinking.
Yeah, nice.
On the rocks. Ooh. Like a man.
Yeah, Fireball and you have it with apple juice?
Oh, bro, when they like juice the apple. Have you seen them put the green apple in the juices?
Just poor people fucking juice concentrate.
It's mad, but I used to it's funny you bring this up. Back in town, in Tamworth, I went to this pub called the Welder's Dog. And
the Welder's Dog?
Yeah.
Blind as a welder's dog. Have you heard that expression?
Yeah. Good name, mate. I think it's a little bit of a franchise now.
Nice.
But I had a mate who I went to school with work there, and it's one of my biggest regrets in life, actually. He was hooking me up with the apple juice Fireballs. Give them to me for like $4 and shit, and I'd get like 2, and he'd charge me for 1. Like looking after me deluxe.
Sounds illegal.
It was. And being drunk, abbreviated, and the mischievous man I am.
Being what? Drunk and what?
Drunk and abbreviated.
Inebriated?
That's getting cut.
Damn it.
No, it's not. Drunk and inebriated. I see a stand of beef jerky just fucking staring at me.
Beef jerky's awesome.
I love beef jerky.
Love beef jerky.
And I had a bad habit of stealing beef jerky in my early years.
Just beef jerky?
After nights out, servo, beef jerky.
Kleptomaniac for jerked meat. That's an odd thing to do when you're drunk. Well, most people like hook up with their ex or buy drugs and stuff. You were stealing jerked meat.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's odd.
And at this venue, I grab so many packets of beef jerky.
Oh, you just went for it?
And bring it over to the table, and I'm like, boys, fucking rip in on me. I've just taken it.
It was a jerky ram raid.
Yeah, I know it was.
It was the jerky heist.
My mates who listen to this fucking know exactly what I'm talking about.
It was the jerky heists.
I'm a notorious jerky thief.
It's like those
It's why I moved.
It was like those movies where like, boys, we've got the mother load.
100. That's what my eyes lit up like that. Like you can see the gold coming out of a chest.
It's like it's like a cash cow, but it was like a regular cow.
I'm bringing over. The boys are ripping into the jerky. I feel like a hero, and I'm indulging myself.
Of course.
And
the spoils of war.
The following weekend, a couple of my mates go there, and they're like, "Boys, are you friends with that bloke?" I'm wearing this fucking bright yellow jumper, mind you.
But real inconspicuous.
Yeah. basically they're like, yeah, mate, you boys aren't welcome back until he comes in. And
Apologises for the stolen meat.
And I was too much of a bitch to do so.
So you haven't been back to the welder's dog?
Last year I made my return. Which is 5 years.
You do hard time for stealing jerky. Yeah. It's fucking, you should stay away.
And it was such a good joint too, and I ruined it for myself and the boys, and I'm sorry to those boys who didn't go there after that.
Let this be a lesson to everyone out there. Just fucking...
Pay for your jerky.
Pay for your jerky like everyone else has to.
Don't be like me.
No, that's
Be better.
Think a bit less of you now, mate, after that one.
Oh, understandably. Your week, mate. Your week that was.
Week's been tough. But I sourced twice on the weekend, which I haven't done for a long time. We went out Friday for a nice meal with some friends. And then obviously the boys had too much to drink. It was like a few of the boys and a few of the girlfriends, partners, wives. And the boys had a couple of cocktails after dinner. And then next thing was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I was like, fuck. And I had to work on Saturday. So that was really hard. And
you convince yourself you're only going to have a couple too. And you never are.
Moron. And then Sunday was Old Boys Day at my old footy club. So drank all day. Fucking hammered drunk again on Sunday. Got home at a decent time. Was home by like, I think 10.
Yeah.
But then work has just been fucking hard all week. So today's the first day I felt normal, and it's Thursday when we're recording this.
Yeah, and you got back in Newcastle at 6.
Yeah, I just had heaps to do, and I was just behind the 8 ball straight off the bat, like just fucking so tired from pissing up all weekend, but also had a lot of fun too. Yeah. So a lot of fun was had, but Gabe, I know I say this fucking every week, but let's cut the fucking shit. Before
we cut the shit.
Oh no, before we get into the news, you've got something else.
There is something I wanted to propose to you.
Hit me.
We're big deal podcasters now. Shout out to the people who listen to the podcast. We're just outside the top 10 debut week on the Spotify charts.
It's been a roaring success.
Awesome. But I thought, now that we're top-notch podcasters,
elite level podcasters,
exactly, I need to scout out the competition. I went outside my normal podcast genres and podcasts, and I decided to listen to the Alpha Blokes.
Two of the greats.
They are. They're awesome.
They're very good.
I will be continuing to listen to them after that. They're organising
a fight night. I've been tagged in it a few times. I messaged the organiser.
You have?
Yes, I have.
Good. That is what I'm bringing to the table.
I didn't hear back from them. So, sorry, go on to people that may not know what you're talking about.
So, the Alpha Blokes, huge in the Australian podcast game. If you're listening to this, you probably know them. They're organising a fight night, a boxing event for podcasters of note. I think the Better Bloody Brilliant Beers boys are getting involved. The Mean Well podcast are getting involved.
There's some big names punching on.
They are. And I'm hearing this and I'm thinking, first of all, I'm thinking Bluey needs to get amongst this ASAP because the people fucking want it. But I'm also thinking it's our opportunity to get one back as a state.
Yeah, because the boys are from Queensland.
Yeah, well, at least the Bloody Brilliant Beers boys are.
And I think the Alpha Blokes boys might be up that way as well.
There we go. So
I need to go and bash them.
You need to turn one on for the state of New South Wales.
I mean, yeah. I can't fight though. That's the thing. I'm a terrible handbag thrower.
Mate, we could get someone to put you through some camp.
If I got the call up, I'd be getting off the piss and doing a serious camp to avoid embarrassment. Like, I'd train hard.
You gotta.
You have to.
Mate, the state of New South Wales needs you. It needs us. It needs Daily Blue Weekly to get one back.
Put a pin in it because I have messaged them and said, I'm keen. They said, we're on the lookout we want like established podcasters.
Yeah, and we're not established.
Our second episode just came out and I messaged him and said, not exactly established, but keen to punch
check
on.
the fucking charts, mate.
I mean, I don't know if nearly in the top 10 means established or not. I don't know if you guys can count, but anyway, so put a pin in it. We'll see what happens. I don't want to say I'm going to go flog everyone and then not get the call up, but if I do get the call up, I will flog everyone. All right, that's enough gas bagging. Let's get into some fucking news, shall we?
Let's do it.
Let's get into the fucking news. We've got some national news this week, and I'm going to let Gabe steer the ship a little bit because I'm cooked from work. So
had a fucking big week, mate.
Gabe's going to be steering the ship on the headlines this week, and I'm just here for the ride, basically. Hit me, Gabe. What do we got first one?
Now, there'll be a photo on the screen for you watching on YouTube. But the headline is, a microscopic handbag smaller than a grain of salt has sold for almost $64,000. Now, Bluey, prepare to see this.
Looks like it's just a, I don't even know how you would describe that.
A green.
What was Superman allergic to? Kryptonite.
Yeah, that
it
is
looks like a speck of kryptonite.
That is exactly what it looks like.
The headline that you put in our show notes said tiny bag sells for fortune. And all I was thinking was like, yeah.
They usually do.
That's generally what they cost.
I was thinking the same thing.
But, okay, so tell me a little bit more about this. The Ant Purse, it's been referred to as, designed by the organisation that's also behind,
Yes.
Lil Nas X's blood-infused shoes. So they're just professional routers, these guys.
So you've seen the blood-infused shoes.
I never laid eyes on them, but I heard a lot about
They
them.
were like Nike 90s. Like, they were cool shoes, but like they had a bit of blood in them. But
Just a bit of blood.
they are also responsible for, there's this one and you can swap across one.
Yeah, I've seen those. They're also ridiculous.
The Astro Boy shoes.
Yeah.
Now, would you wear those?
No. No. I wouldn't fucking be caught dead in them.
What do you make of like the whole fashion, like high fashion industry?
Yeah, it's like, it's up there with the art industry for me, like postmodern art and all the rest of it. Like, obviously, we're just poor people that can't make sense of any of it. But it just, to me, is like, it's just what rich people do. Like, I got so much money, I don't care what I look like.
Yep.
Because those things, like the bag, 64 grand. The Astro Boy shoes would be, you probably have been researching. You would wear them.
They're a couple, probably like a couple.
You know exactly how much they cost. Don't fucking, you would buy and wear them. Yeah, but all that stuff to me, when I say that, I'm just like, that's just rich people just looking to just waste their money.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
It's supposed to be like like, that's not a fucking functional bag, obviously.
No.
You know what I mean? So is it an art piece? Because we all know that the people like to use art as just like a tax rod, right?
Yeah, it's like money laundering. It's a good way for billionaires to launder their cash.
And everyone just knows it.
Yeah.
Like everyone just like knows that's what's happening. And it's like,
Did they make, is there a production line of those bags, or is it a one-off piece?
Great question. I believe it's a one.
We could buy one. We could buy it for the show and just sit it up here next to the hat.
Could we? If we put our life savings
Yes,
together.
if I take out a small loan.
I think it's just the one, mate. I think it's just the one. Sold, $63,000. $63,000. And you can literally see this thing under a fucking microscope. Is there anything that you have spent a ridiculous amount of money on that you regret, or that you just shouldn't have? That's not narcotics.
Yeah, it was just no. Other than that, no.
I'm the same.
Oh, I made some. Nah, I'm pretty. I've never had heaps of money to waste.
I'm the same as you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of turned me into a bit of a tight cunt, to be honest. Like, not having like
being poor is good for you.
Yeah.
Because you don't. Then you see how ridiculous this sort of shit is. It's good.
100%.
But yeah, that is fucking nuts. That is insane. 64 grand, like, that's probably American too. That's like a year's salary for a lot of people.
For a little green bag that you're gonna lose, bro. You're just gonna lose it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
Don't show my missus that, because she'll want one. More McDonald's related headlines this week. We've just got a, is this a TikTok or is this an Instagram clip?
reel. Yep.
Okay, so we've had a man arrested in a Macca's drive-through. As we've discussed recently, not much good happens at Macca's late at night. What do we got
I'm the
here?
one at fault here right now.
It's resistant
Yeah, I resisted because I'm the fucking one at the front line, mate.
because you drink driving
I
for a
want me
start.
fucking happy meal.
All right, give it back
You
again.
know what I'm saying?
Chuck the headphones on, go again.
I want me toilet. Fucking I'm the one
Nice.
at fault here right now.
So that clip there, courtesy of Brown Cardigan News,
One of the greats.
one of the great news sources. So by the looks of it, he's treated himself to a Mac attack while high range. Gone through the drive-through after he's had 1,000 schooners.
1,000. Ordered a Happy Meal.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing, that's probably why he's been arrested there, because he didn't order a proper feed.
Yeah, it's like, can't.
If you're going to drink drive for a Mac attack, get something good. Don't get a Happy Meal.
And like we said, drunk, sober, hungover, you shouldn't be there.
No, we've established that we're all sort of past the Mac attack at this stage, but that is pretty nuts. If you're going to get Paro and drive to Macca's, launch into a quarter pounder and get something proper. Don't get a fucking cheeseburger and a small chips and a juice box. That's fucking, you should be locked up for that.
He's obviously so clearly off his fucking head. He starts going like, bro, you're getting done drink driving. You're going to jail probably, man.
Over that.
Yeah. Like, you're going to jail. And you're saying, like, I want my toy trying to be a funny cunt.
Did just remind me, I had a mate from a long time ago went to juvie because he hit someone in a Macca's drive-thru and he was paro.
Like, just got the back of him or something.
No, I think he put the car on top of him. The guy was okay. The guy lived, but
Thank you.
yeah, he hit a guy in a Macca's drive-thru drunk, and they were like, "You're going to jail."
Yeah.
And he went to juvie for like a while.
So 18, 17 or something.
I think he's 16. Yeah, so,
fucking hell, running a
yeah.
mark.
Just like, as we've established, nothing good happens at Macca's late at night.
Great, yeah.
We should try and get one Macca's related story in every week because we have so far without trying.
And we are chasing sponsorships.
Yeah, I'm sure Macca's would love to get on board this.
Particularly with that
That's
one.
very funny. Have you ever drove through a McDonald's, Gabe?
No, not through. I don't drink. I've never drunk driving my whole life.
Good. You shouldn't.
No,
It's fucking
it's a terrible
terrible
thing to
practice.
Terrible thing to do. I don't know how Macca's would feel about it. So I don't think we've said a nice thing about him on the podcast.
It's not our fault. Fucking run a better ship. Fucking all this shit keeps happening to their restaurants.
Maybe we do a little sponsored video for him. You and I go in, we start steering the ship, the Mac Attack, and we fucking turn it into the... Oh.
Clean the joint up.
On the topic of fast food, I was meant to bring this up. So you rang me when you're on your way back from your rally today after your big fucking overnighter, and I was having a bit of Dirty Bird, bit of KFC.
Yes. Yes, I rang you and I could hear the grease
Just dripping.
dripping off your fingers. It was pretty horny.
And you don't mind a little bit of the kernel yourself.
Yeah, it's not my go-to, but if it's available, I will partake.
Have you been to a drive-through through one of them in NEWY recently?
The nearest one to me is near the big shopping centre over there, and maybe a month ago.
Okay. Well, the two I've been to recently are at Jezzo and near here. There's one that's drive-through only. They all have catchphrases now. When you go, have you noticed this?
Yes, so you pull up to order your food and they go, "Welcome to KFC," and it's like it just goes automatically.
That one's called Broad Meadow. It's like, I don't know. It's like, howdy, welcome to Broady. Or, lordy, welcome to Broady. I'm
Yeah.
like, what is happening?
You don't need to sell it, guys. I'm already here to buy it. Like,
Yeah.
just cut the shit.
And while I'm at it, stop asking me to donate to charity. I'm
No.
getting the cheapest thing on the menu.
Yeah, I'm buying poison. Because this is all I can afford. I don't have any money for poor people.
Don't guilt trip me. I've got 2 go buckets.
I already hate myself enough for buying this shit. I'm not going to give... I don't want to hate myself more for not giving to fucking whatever cause they're supporting.
Do you say yes?
No, fuck no.
Yeah, never?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't do it either.
I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, usually if I'm there, I'm hungover, so I'm just like,
Nah.
I'm not worried about being rude. I'm just like,
No.
like, do you want to donate, round up and donate charity? I'm like, I'm good. Just give me some fucking napkins.
Yeah, give me some napkins.
Let me go home and eat this and masturbate.
If you've been paying attention to the social media world recently, you'll notice that there was a little bit of an uproar regarding Twitter blocking the amount of posts you could see per day.
Okay.
And I think the number was, I'll get it up here. Elon Musk announces limited for how many posts users can read on Twitter. Which is, I don't know, I don't really fucking know the point in it. If you had a verified account, you could view 6,000 posts per day, which seems like a lot.
Sounds like a lot of nonsense.
Yeah, and that's more than enough to like not complain about.
Yeah.
Like if
It
you're
would be interesting to see how many posts. Do you use Twitter?
I don't.
I don't either. But it would be interesting to see, like, for example, on Instagram, like how many, when you're just scrolling mindlessly, like how many posts do you see? How quick could you burn through 6,000 tweets?
Unverified accounts get 600.
So is it a way to get people to get verified? Is that all he's doing there?
I mean, yeah. I mean, like it definitely could be that.
Yeah.
But your theory, I was like, I'm going to test it out. And I just like scrolled for about 5, like, you know, not even looking, just scroll. And I was like, I'm done. Like, I didn't get to the end of it. So 600's clearly enough as well. If you're getting through 600 posts on Twitter, you need to have a look in the mirror, mate. He's doing you a favour telling you to get off it.
I'd love to see my numbers on a hangover day because sometimes I'm just like fucking a whole day.
Oh, mate.
Just scrolling. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Especially now there's like the reels.
Yeah.
Like once you get all YouTube shorts, because I don't use TikTok, but It's essentially the
you
same
just
thing.
need to get it, mate.
Fuck no.
It's
I hate myself enough, like spending the whole day on that fucking
it's
shit.
smart that you don't.
Yeah.
Like, it's a wise decision.
I just get tons of like sports highlights, like mad soccer highlights and stuff. I'm like, yes, and then another
and you're
one.
like hearing the Portuguese commentators and shit, like, oh my god.
Just Ronaldo scoring bombs. I'm like, oh yes, this is mad. And then it's like 3.5. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? It's terrible.
Yes, and in similar relation to that, this is pretty much breaking news. We're recording on the day of this happening. Instagram has released a Twitter competitor called Threads.
Okay, explain this to me.
So I'll get mine open for you. I decided to jump on the train, see what it's all about. Now, I'm like you, I didn't really use Twitter. And I feel like a lot of Australia just kind of missed Twitter. I don't feel like it caught on here. What do you
It
think?
feels like it's for adults. It feels like it's for the people I know that use Twitter think they're clever. I feel like
LinkedIn.
a couple of my mates, they're the same people that use LinkedIn.
Yeah.
They're for people that are like, Instagram's for kids. I'm going to talk shit on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm going
And,
to
like, it's just
argue on Twitter.
It's the same, but it's just for people who think they're clever. That's my take on it as a fucking idiot.
Well, mate, it's
Probably pretty spot on.
I've only used it for like finding news stories and stuff like Twitter.
Okay, so
But,
what's the difference?
Mate, there's not one. Like
So it's like...
the Zuck's copy and pasted Twitter.
So it looks to me like you can post status updates and GIFs and memes.
It's Facebook.
Yeah, it looks like Facebook.
It's Facebook.
Yeah.
It's fucking, like, you know, a lot of like big names and people have like crossed over to it, and I jumped over. I want to have a bit of fun on it. The main thing that I think about it is cool is, and I think you were probably at the peak of Facebook's powers growing up.
Oh yeah, Facebook was the shit.
You would have had a lot of fun on Facebook
Or MySpace.
in your era.
Oh, I'm thinking MySpace.
Oh,
MySpace
you
was
were
the
a
shit.
MySpacer, mate.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
There've been a few
wow.
people listening to this that remember MySpace. You could start some fucking mean fights if you left people out of your top friends.
Yeah, I never got that luxury, but though I am aware of it.
It was fun.
But Facebook used to be
Facebook also cranked.
It was a fun place for a while.
It feels like a bit of a wasteland now. Mm-hmm. But Facebook was fun. Like when one of your mates would become friends with a girl who'd been tuning, and then all
You could comment
like
under it.
hyenas, bro. We
This
were
the
just
girl you've been talking about?
oh yeah, just the boys being fucking morons. And then the girls would just unfriend you. It happened to me once. Oh. This girl all the boys jumped in, and then this girl texted me and said, I can't do this, and just deleted me and blocked me off everything. I was like, nice boys. Woo!
There's not much of a better feeling than ruining your mate's life.
Yeah, it's the ultimate. As a bloke, as a young man, like belittling and embarrassing your mates is like what it's about.
Oh, of course. Did you ever get up to the like TBHs and like for likes and stuff on Facebook?
Nah, that was a bit
after you. Like that was like what the kids were doing.
Yeah, I was probably just too old for that. I'm sure I would have been all over it if I was of age.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, it was a place where people were genuinely interacting with one another, and like, you know, people don't post on each other's walls and stuff. Like, that doesn't happen. You know what I mean? And you have that ability.
My mum or dad will just randomly hit me when I was overseas. This is funny, Dad, because you know, like, Dad's 61, so this shit is just fucking like complete.
And you're bad enough on it, mate.
I'm 31 and I'm fucking retarded. So Dad's just got no idea. And when I was in America recently for a holiday, and Dad I got a post on my wall, on my Facebook wall, and it was Dad saying, "Hey mate, you got time for a yarn?" Like he wanted to FaceTime.
Just text me.
He wanted to FaceTime, but he couldn't. That was him throwing up the bat signal, and he like posted on my wall, like, "Hey mate, you keen for a yarn? Or you free for a yarn?" I was
Not
like,
a message, not a fucking...
and I just showed my missus. I was like, "Look at this shit."
You just liked it and moved on?
Yeah. I was like, no.
Mate, if you didn't know it was my account, my fucking Facebook is top to bottom, my mum just sharing recipes and photos, I'm just tagged in them all.
Mums are classics for that, and like crap memes.
Yeah. Oh,
really
my
bad
mum
memes.
loves a minion meme.
Yeah, minion memes, and or like they'll take a quiz.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be like, what kind of friend are you? And then she'll be like, tag one of her friends, like, "Hey Sue, look at this."
I am so Monica.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, yeah. It must be nuts for like our parents seeing this shit, just going like, because like I'm like like with TikTok and stuff now.
Agreed, bro.
And I'm like, and I've grown up essentially with it.
Yeah.
Like these guys didn't have this, then all of a sudden
Your
it's
age
just
is pretty
exploded.
much the test dummies for this shit.
Yeah, 100% for you.
Yeah.
And then imagine the next lot that have like born with iPads. Oh,
Yeah, it's weird, man.
I fear. I fear for this world.
Makes parenting easier.
Yeah, 100%. It's like, shut up, cunt. Just give him one of them.
Watch Bluey.
Yeah.
not you.
Watch
Watch
this, Bluey.
this. Put
Yeah.
your kids in front. Don't put your kids in front.
Yeah, if you really want to fuck your kids up, expose them to this podcast from an early age. That'll do the job. Yeah, I don't know. It's all fucking just shit, isn't it, really?
But this Instagram threads, it's people are getting around it. And like it's given again, it's literally the first day it's out. So everyone's kind of on there having a bit of a party. People are interacting with each other and that, and it's bringing a little bit of a fun back to social media. I don't know how long it will last.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be sweet. I think they're probably seeing a bit of a gap in the market because
But it's just Twitter.
Well, but because Elon's censoring Twitter and doing whatever people don't like or like over there, they're thinking maybe they'll come over to this one probably, and then the boys will punch on.
Well, and in the same way that like I feel like Australia missed Twitter, and also even younger than me, they wouldn't even consider having Facebook pretty much.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's almost like they're rebranding a new thing of Facebook.
It's like
hey,
fashion.
Yeah, you
It's
kids
like-
want to use this same thing.
It's like fashion. Like everyone's wearing like baggy corduroy pants now. Like
Yeah.
that sucks. That's shit my dad wore. But it's like, yeah, but no, like exactly. Like, no, but like I think that sucks.
Yeah.
My dad wore that, but you guys are like,
It's
this
fresh.
fucking look at these fucking baggy corduroy pants. I'm like,
Yeah, the New Balance and shit, and I've got them as well.
exactly. But,
like,
then I used to wear like tight, skinny black. It was like emo. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like that. It just goes in cycles. Like
Yeah.
it's just, and this is probably the exact equivalent of that.
I think that's a good
They're just
take.
rebranding something that I think sucks. These guys are going to think it's mad for a bit.
then there'll be the next thing and the
Just
next thing
fucking
and the
just
next
goes
thing.
around and around and around. And
But I reckon they need you on there, mate. I reckon you when you're blind, you need to put up a little blind status for the listeners of the Daily Blue, because they'll get around you.
let people know my thoughts.
Yeah, well, maybe just watching the
It would be a good platform for the news.
It is.
It is for news, and that's what you guys come here for.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we'll look into getting on that one, and fucking launching into 20 schooners and just abusing people on it as well. I think that's mainly what I'll use it for.
Rightio, Blue.
Righto, give me a headline. What do we got?
Here's one for you. Australia starts using shrooms and MDMA as medicine. Australia begins world first psychedelic therapy. Earlier this year, researchers raised eyebrows when Australia, traditionally conservative medicines regulator, approved the use of these psychedelics to assist them in therapy sessions. What do
Yeah.
you make of that off the bat?
I mean, first of all, me and the boys have been using it for years. And they give you head noise. They don't help it. I know
100%.
they talk about using MDMA and psilocybin and stuff for people with like PTSD.
But
I'm like,
you're nailing what you're
It's
ruining.
given me. Sorry, am I taking your take on it? It's given me more fucking trauma than anything.
Yeah, there's nothing that's given me PTSD more than MDMA.
Yeah, it's terrifying sometimes. The day after a music festival, you're like, what have I done? Jesus Christ.
Can't. It's like you just start thinking about all the people's ears you chewed off and
God.
all the shit you just laid on to cunts you don't even know.
God
or
forbid.
worse, you do kind of know.
God forbid there's like a photo or a video of you. You're like,
Oh, bruh.
that's my biggest fear is do you follow Pink Mitsubishis on Instagram?
I don't, but I can imagine what
it's a page of just cooked, like people
Eyes.
just belted at festivals and stuff. And one of my biggest fears is like someone getting a video of me like on the back end and like putting it on there and just
fucking.
It's a genuine it scares me.
Yeah.
I'm like terrified
That's
of
your
what happened.
phobia.
Yeah,
Someone
yeah.
catching you on the wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a mate. I won't say his name, but God, there's a good photo of him just after we got back from a night out playing, and he's just playing the PlayStation, and his eyes are just fucking bang, and that's something that would get posted on that.
Yeah, it's go check out Pink Mitsubishis if you get a spare sec. It's very, very funny. But yeah, so what they're approving it for clinical trials for people with like PTSD or
Yes, the decision to see psilocybin found in magic mushrooms used for treatment resistant depression.
Yep.
It will also allow MDMA, known as ecstasy, in tablet form for post-traumatic stress. We
Yep.
touched on that.
Yeah. Interesting. It will make you happy for a little bit. I don't know if these guys have ever.
Mate, it's giving me more fucking head noise than good. I'll tell you that. I've actually thrown MDMA in the bin. I don't do that shit anymore.
Yeah, that's only for special occasions.
Yeah.
You don't want to be using that every fucking on a school night. That's for sure.
But a take I heard was like, maybe you just give them a little dose before they go into actual therapy just to help them open up more.
Yeah,
A bit of MDMA, get the lips
Just get
flapping,
'em-
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Because there's not, you definitely like to open up on the stuff.
yeah. Some people open up too much,
Oh, mate, that one mate who can't do anything and without fucking taking you for a DNS.
and they're like, "I'm all right." Like, mate, you're ruining my night.
Yeah,
please get away from
Brother,
me.
I love you, mate.
I know you do. You
I
said
want
it.
to laugh with people.
Yeah, you're ruining my night. Get away from me.
And then they just go down the hole because that's why they're talking to you. I
Yeah.
just feel like everyone's...
And then they start crying. And you're like, well, "You're ruining everything now. Go have more drugs and leave me alone." Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Hopefully it helps some people on a serious note. Hopefully. I'm sure it will.
Well, mate.
I know they use ketamine gets used for people with like bad depression and stuff too.
I've heard that
Like
too.
medical grade ketamine in a hospital. That'd be nice. I'm sad.
Put them in the KO.
Oh, very good. Ketamine will make you sick. Fucking hell.
What you just did was so fucked.
Oh, well, it's that's
I'm
how
sure
they.
there's people who are treating themselves to something differently
Yeah.
in the same manner.
Yeah. No, I think they give it to you intravenously in the hospital.
Yeah, well, don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah.
Unless they're prescribed.
Unless they're prescribed to you. If you pretend you're sad, you might get some. In other news, chick has meltdown on plane.
I'm getting the off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two but I am telling you right now, that back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can die with them or not. I'm not going to.
Sounds like she may need some of that treatment we were just talking about. Or she...
The psilocybin.
There's every chance she just dumped a massive edible before she got on that plane. And like she's like, "Oh, I'm going to chill out on this long flight." And then just had too many milligrams and fucking freaked out.
Yeah, so
that's what that looks like.
Yeah, so if you didn't get the message at home, she was seeing shit. Like, she's pointing to someone at the back of the plane who's not there. But what's even more weird about it, and this shows how cook she is she says, "That motherfucker's not real." And so, so you know the cunt's not real, but now you're saying you're going to die on this plane with him.
Yeah, seems like she needs some serious help, eh?
How do you go on planes?
I just sleep, eh?
Yeah?
I sleep, mate. I could sleep for Australia.
Oh, bros.
fuck, mate. Like
That doesn't surprise me.
Without a doubt, every flight, doesn't matter what time of day it is, I'm asleep before we leave the tarmac.
Oh, bro.
Everywhere I go, like I could be a 7 a.m. flight to the Gold Coast for a Bucks weekend. Super excited with the boys. Bang, I'm gone. As soon as we sit down, I'm like, "Fuck, C's up there." Bang, gone.
That's a superpower, bro.
It is,
But
yeah.
it's because you fucking grind. Like, you don't stop.
Oh, I think that, and I fucking love sleeping too. I'm a big fucking. I love lounging around. Yeah, we used to go on bus trips when I played footy in like Ireland and that, and same thing, be like 7 a.m. bus, like 3 o'clock kickoff. And I'd get on the bus and I just had 8 hours sleep, and I'd get on the bus and just fall straight asleep and like sleep till we got to the ground.
Bruh,
It's
I wish I could
fucking
do
nuts, man. It's great. Could be like a mild form of narcolepsy or something, but it's definitely not bad. I love it.
Get you on the psilocybin.
Might doze off midway through this podcast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wake me up when you need me.
Yeah, I'll just ramble. Yeah, I could sleep on one, but I don't find it as easy as you by any fucking means.
Yeah.
Like, bro, a long flight and being able to sleep through that is so awesome.
Yeah, like we did, we flew to Hawaii a while ago, and that's like 9 hours. And we got lucky. We had like a nighttime flight, and then it got us there in the morning. So we flew at like 10 at night. I think I slept for like 6 hours, woke up, watched a movie, and we were there. I was like, fucking let's go.
Bro, that is...
Yeah.
I'm seriously so fucking jealous of what you're saying.
Yeah.
That is the best. It's pretty much teleportation.
Yeah, it is a fucking pretty sweet superpower.
Yeah, I'll have to get on... What do they take? Xanax?
Oh, people take Xannies and
Just sleeping tablets, whatever.
sleeping tablets, yeah. And the one time I took a Valium. I've never taken them before, and I've never taken them since. I slept all the way from Bali. So what's that? 6 or 7?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All the way from Bali to Sydney. We got a coach back up from Sydney to Newcastle. Literally like stumbled through the airport, got on the coach and then slept all the way up, then got home and jumped into bed. I was like, never again, and felt terrible after. I was like,
That's what they say.
One Valium tablet, I was like, I don't need that shit.
That's what I mean. Like I'd like to fucking take one because like being awake on a plane just sucks.
Yeah.
But I've heard terrible back end results for sleeping.
Oh, I just felt terrible. And I'm pretty much just a big fucking Valium tablet anyway. So
A walking Valium tablet.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's yeah. But she needed sedating.
Bro,
She needed sedating. They should. The air marshal should have like a tranquilizer gun, just knock her out and fucking put her back in its seat.
when you said it looks like she chucked a big.
She's had an edible. She's had a edible that was stronger than she thought it was, I think. And
I thought you were gonna say she's gone and done a big fat shit, and then she just needed to get out of there.
She could have embarrassed herself in the toilet and clogged the toilet up, and then just caused a scene so she could get off the plane because she's just wrecked the loo.
What about speaking of I'm assuming the answer is no because you sleep so much. Mile High Club.
No, fuck, too tired. I'm just sleeping, bro.
Do you have any desire?
Nah.
Part of you wants to,
Just
but
be
it's just
cool
like,
to say you've done it.
yeah, that's it, eh?
That's about as good as it'd get, I think. Those toilets are so small.
Yeah, it's not convenient.
I'm
It wouldn't be mad.
I'm a big fucking awkward tall cunt anyway. I'll be just like bumping my head. And I don't think logistically I'm the right man to be fucking trying to apply my trade in an airplane toilet.
I've seen there's a plane business that have a business of making like the Mile High Club, like they have the bed in the back and shit,
nice.
and that's the whole thing. It's like there's one pilot and you just get to fuck in the back.
That's pretty cool. That'd be for the same people that buy those tiny handbags though. That's like, you just need a lot of money.
100%. And that one pilot there just knows you're back there dooting. And then when that's a good 3 minutes, it's like, can we go back down now?
Yeah. Same thing with me falling asleep, mate. We wouldn't even leave the tarmac. I'd be done. I'd be like, yo, I'm good now. And then I'll just fall asleep.
Just hover above the ground for a sec.
Yeah.
Cool, we're good.
Yeah. In local news this week, this is fucking not new information if you live in the city of Newcastle, but for some of you plebs that might not be from here, Newcastle was named the top tourism town in New South Wales. The state premier, Chris Minns, actually tweeted this out, or he put it on his Instagram, and I looked at it and said, no shit, Sherlock. Fucking obviously, NEWY rules. So it was from, I think, Time Out magazine, and it was some business body that named Newcastle the state's top tourism town for 2023.
Just nudged out Tamworth.
Did it? I was going to say, I drove through there. That place sucks.
Mate, did you see the big guitar?
I did. It sucked. I actually stopped the truck and went, that fucking sucks. That didn't really.
That thing's not
Apparently
even going.
the country music festival fucking rules.
Well, yeah, I honestly haven't had been old enough or wealthy enough to enjoy myself on it. But it gets packed. It's
I'm sure if
cool.
you're from there, it's not fun, but it's one of them things. It's like people who live in the East End of Newcastle hate supercars, but everyone else thinks it's mad. If you're from Tamworth, you probably don't love it as much as everyone else. But enough about fucking Tamworth, mate. This is about Newcastle.
I just had to put on.
I mean, what's not to love? We got fucking, the place is booming. We've got tons of
I love
fucking
this city. I really
gun restaurants, beaches, fucking more beaches than you can shake a stick at. Cafes. We've got the wanker cafe culture booming.
Yeah.
Like flash cafes everywhere.
Mate, I'm so happy you brought this up, actually. There's one little, and I may be wrong in this, but I got one little gripe.
What do you...
Do you find it as hard as I do to find just a classic big brekkie these days? Or am I just looking in the wrong places?
Yeah, I kind of feel like, where are you not getting a big brekkie? It's like the first thing on most menus.
Okay, well, Derby Street?
Do you know what? I don't even go out for brekkie that often anymore. I'm more of a dinner guy.
Yeah, well, me too.
But, yeah, I don't know. Big brekkie is generally my go-to.
Same.
I always get such a dero, like whenever I go for brekkie, and then Mrs. will get like a nice like ducker, like something extravagant, and I'm just like, there's a brekkie roll.
Yeah.
If there's a bacon egg roll with a hash brown on it, I'm like, that's me. It's such a fucking shit move. It's like, go out and get something different. But I just get brekkie rolls or big brekkies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't even really go out for brekkie that often anymore. But we are spoiled here. There's so many good joints. Fucking I went a bit cool, dude. Like you actually, when I went out on the weekend, we went we're in the East End, so which is like if you're not from here, the East End of Newcastle is like the where all the yuppies live. It's fucking very flash, but yeah, I went because again, don't really go out on Friday, Saturday nights, and went drinking in the East End of Newcastle. I was like, this is fucking nice.
Yeah,
we went to. Well, actually, I did the same shit as you. We went to Meat for dinner, which was fucking outstanding.
Great things.
And then we went to the Lucky. I did the exact same route as you, and then I went to Bartholomew's.
Yeah, and it's cool, eh?
Mate, they were all. I was like looking around. I was like, this is fucking so nice.
Cost you a bomb, but
It cost us a fucking fortune, but it was very, very nice.
Bro, that big back wall at Bartholomew's, that's so cool.
Yeah,
it's
very
so
cool.
fucking cool.
But Newy's like, I remember growing up and like same thing, like the generation before me, Newy was very working class. Like it was like steelworks. The train line used to come. They used to get the train in from Maitland and just punch on and go back to Maitland and that. But when it came right into the middle of the city and that, they probably still do to a degree. Yeah. But it's very, very working class. I remember my dad said there was a bar called the Jolly Roger, the JR, if anyone's listening to this, which was just like rough. Like people getting glassed every weekend and
all part of the charm.
Yeah, which actually leads us into our next story nicely too. But Newcastle's a very, very, very flash place to go out now. You don't really see. I don't know. I don't really see punch-ons that much. Like you don't see.
Oh mate, only near
where you live.
Only near here,
you do live in a fucking hot spot for violence.
Mate, yeah, it's no surprise to me that it's New South Wales #1 tourist destination. Sydney, shit place to drive. A lot to do. But
it is getting expensive like Sydney here though.
Yes.
Not just property prices. Going out to eat and drink and shit is like you're dropping your paycheck to get a glow up at the pubs and that. It's fucking so dear.
Like a lager over $8
for a schooner.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
It's annoying as fuck.
Yeah,
it's fucking annoying as fuck.
Yeah, it's hard. It must be hard for people running pubs and stuff too. Like,
yeah, they're kind of just doing
they're only doing it because beer costs that. It fucking costs that much to sell beer and shit.
They're taxed to the fucking shit house. Like, yeah. Like, obviously they don't want to do it. And we think they're cunts because they charge us that much.
Yeah, but they have to do that.
They're probably making
survive.
what they were making before.
100%. But yeah, it is nice. But that actually does segue very nice and naturally into our next local story. There are relaxed liquor condition licenses, liquor license conditions for venues in Newcastle. So NEWY they trialled like the lockout laws and stuff here years ago, probably just about when I started going out. So they brought in the scanners for your IDs, 1 o'clock lockout. So if you left the pub, you couldn't go back in. No shots, no doubles, all that sort of stuff. And according to the New South Wales government, they're relaxing a few of them for I think 15 venues to start with, but then other joints can apply to have their conditions relaxed as well. So I think that means like some places are going to be able to do shots. Some joints it's going to be like a 1:30 or a 2 o'clock lockout now. So if you leave, you can still get in after 1:30. But yeah, I think all that happened years ago as a response to like just people getting fucking bashed all the time.
Yeah.
Like people just going out and getting whooped. Yeah. And it seems to work. I think it's been 10 years since they brought it in.
Mate, so the pub I live near, someone around here has gone around putting in pamphlets and they wanted to protest it. They were saying, we don't want them opening longer. Since they've brought in these laws, there's been less fights, less blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it's obviously true.
I think it's definitely curbed like violence and stuff. How could it not?
Exactly.
Like,
it just has. But like, I'd like to think it was more of a culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've weaned the culture out. Yeah. Now we can enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, and I think the scanners are still a big part of that. Like if you get banned from one pub, you can't go out anywhere.
Proper?
Is that how it works? So like when they scan your ID, if you're getting a punch up and they go like, right, you're barred from, and then you go next door and scan your ID, they're like, no, you just got to punch up over there.
Cool.
So,
I didn't know they did that here.
Yeah, that was
similar
like,
in Tamworth.
That was one of the big things they brought in at the start. So it would definitely work. But then it'll be just interesting to see whether there's like an uptick. Yeah.
And we lose it again.
But like, it's like when I went out the other night, I was looking around, I was like, this is full of nice people doing nice things. I was in the East End, granted. But I was like, this is the pub full of like, nice people enjoying nice drinks. I can't see anyone fucking glassing anyone here.
We're getting to that age, but we're kind of dabbling in more of those venues where there's, keep in mind, like Kingers still exists.
Yeah, Kingers is like a live music venue now.
Is that what they're trying to do?
I think so, yeah.
They're trying to snake the Cambo.
I think so. Well, they've
always done live music.
It's the same license holders anyway.
Yeah. Oh, so they didn't really lose too much.
Yeah.
Let's try and get everyone to Kingers now.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the idea. But yeah. Tim Crackenthorpe, so our local member, Newcastle has changed significantly since 2008, and taking a one-size-fits-all approach to liquor laws in the city is outdated. I'm pleased to see venues with a good compliance history that promote patron safety are being rewarded with these conditions to trial on their licences. It's going to help the nighttime economy grow in Newcastle. I think it will. I think it'll be really good. I'm excited for that, and I'm excited to ruin it for everyone when I get fucking when I start launching into shots and doubles and get fucking booted. And
I'd like to get around some shots. Yeah,
it's the novelty, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah. Does it really do you that much?
No,
and to be honest, I'm just
fun.
getting fireballs anyway.
It's for
There's not that
chicks
much grog
going,
in them.
woo, girls. If chicks doing
the
boomerangs. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
way we did that.
Cool. I think that is all our local news for this week, but two very exciting pieces.
Yeah, Tamworth unlucky to miss out on top two.
Just pipped at the post, though.
Yeah, I think so.
In sport this week, the Knights put a cricket score on the Dogs.
Mate.
I haven't seen, no one's seen the Knights win like that ever because it was a record score. 66. We were at Old Boys Day. One of the fellas is a Dogs fan, and we were watching the footy we were at. And he's like, fuck. And it was like 38-0. And we're like, what? How long to go? And he's like, I think there's still fucking like 35 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Yeah, crazy. Crazy stuff.
Yeah. Well, actually, speaking of, if you're not in there, get amongst it. Daily Blue Newsroom on Facebook.
Yes, the Facebook group.
I put a little tip in there, which when you see the score,
I thought for sure people were going to be on your cock going like, yes, Gabe, because you put a tip into the newsroom.
Yep.
Join the newsroom for this hot information.
Yep.
And you said, Dom Young, 2 or more tries. And the first thing I thought when I saw the score was like, oh, Gabe's going to be getting his fucking dick ridden by the newsroom.
66? And
And,
Dom Young doesn't score 1.
Let alone 2.
Are you kidding me? Cunt. Jacko Hastings scores 2.
Yeah, and Hastings, I haven't seen Hastings score yet. I think I was Hastings off the nudie for the year. And Dom Young couldn't get one, so that was pretty funny. So I'll be making fun of you in the newsroom now.
Yeah, well, and I don't even go for the Knights for the record, but, living here, they naturally become your second team. There is an essence to the team, living in a city that has a team.
Of course.
Growing up in Tamworth, didn't have it. The city didn't have a team. So I love the Knights now, and it was fucking, I was down at SJ's there watching them get up, which was fucking grouse.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for the town.
Did you tip them? You got to have tipped them.
Yeah, I tipped him. Yeah.
Do you tip against your team?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Bro.
I'm winning the tipping comp, cunt. So it's fucking, mate, pick with your head, not your heart. I did for years. I always used to just be like, no, I have to tip him. And then the first 2 years ago, I stopped tipping him. I ran third, and this year I stopped tipping him, and I'm come first. So I'm like, yeah, can't just fucking. Do you want to win? Do you want to win, or do you want to be loyal?
Newsroom comments. Let Bluey have it for that. That is not play on.
Let me have it from the bottom of your tipping comp. You fucking. I can't hear you up here. You fucking losers. What's that? You're coming 16th. Good one.
Yeah. Well, if they tipped them this week, they would have been all right.
Hey, speaking of losing, let's talk about that fucking Origin team. This is going to be a little bit old news by the time it hits your ears, guys. But holy dooly, there's a few fucking curveballs in there.
Some I'm happy about, some I'm very confused about.
So you'd be happy as a South fan that Cody Walker's playing?
I am. He's earned it. Should he have been the next call of action? I don't know, but I love Code. And I think he's been the best attacking player probably the last 2 years.
Yeah, besides fucking Nico Hines.
Well, I think he's gone better than Nico this year.
Yeah.
In my opinion, but again, bias. I'm not going to ignore that I'm biased.
You're a one-eyed South fan. So.
But Brady Best, after the performance against the Dogs. So let's go from top to bottom. Sorry.
Top to bottom, you're right. So it's Teddy.
Stays.
Bizzototo. Brian Toto definitely. Him and Payne Haas were only 2 good players in the last game.
And Mitchie.
Yeah. What, Mitch Moses?
Yeah,
he was quiet.
He's got a good first half anyway.
He chipped over once when there was no fullback. He didn't.
It was cool.
Yeah, it was cool. We got fucking belted and we scored 1 try. Stephen Crichton, he's been solid. Bradman Best, that is making me scratch my head. The Fox, Cody Walker, Mitch Moses, Jake Travojevic at prop, love that.
Awesome.
Cookie starting hooker, not in the centres. That's probably going to be good.
Yep.
Regan Campbell-Gillard.
50-50 on
Yeah, it's just weird picks, man.
It's just weird.
Starting Liam Martin, Kalama Tangi is the other back rower. He's been going good, but again, is he
Yeah, give Cameron a run. He's earned it.
Murray, Yo 14, Jacob Safidi, what the fuck?
Yeah, weird one.
Reece Robson, Clint Gutherson at 17, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Scott Drinkwater and Spencer Leniu at 18 and 19. It's just, there's so many. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
So I have a couple of theories and takes on this. First thing is when my mate messaged me, shout out to Brody, he goes, you seen the team list? I've gone, no, pull it up. And I see no Campbell Graham. And I was I was infuriated.
Is he injured?
Yes.
Okay.
I later learned he was injured. I was genuinely angry. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How is this cunt not in the team yet? He's injured.
Yeah, it's just weird. You would think like these guys are like waiting there for their chance and then they just pick someone else. But if he's injured, then. But like Nico Hines, like just give him the third game.
He should have got it, eh? He should.
I think so.
But code's a gun, and I would love for this team to win.
Yeah, and we're big outsiders to get swept. I think we're like $2.70.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What do you make of Gutho being in the squad at all?
Oh, fuck, mate.
Like considering Teddy's playing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know why you would pick it unless you like pick centers. Like they picked.
Did you know who the perfect pick was? Matty Burton. And he was in the squad.
Yeah, because Burton could play 6 if he had to. He could play centre, definitely. And then
and he was in the squad
it's the same
already.
thing. Exactly, he was 18th man like first 2 games.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. They're like this guy's there, and then they just go with the completely left field choice. It doesn't make. I don't know.
Bruh.
I don't get it.
The Knights had a good game. Brady gets picked, and actually, I'm fucking pretty happy with Bradman Best now because have you seen his interviews?
Yeah, he's talking it up. I hope he goes.
But I'm
good.
loving it.
Yeah, it's good.
I love
It is good, but they'll be playing that in the fucking Queensland video session going, let's fuck this cunt up.
Well, true. But if you haven't seen it yet, Bradman Best, he gets interviewed and he starts going, back in high school, you wanted to bash the boys that go for Queensland. And, yeah, I hate Queensland and I still do. And I lap that up.
Brady looks like he might have bashed a few blokes too.
Yeah.
When he was at school.
I lap that up. And
it is good. It makes it interesting. Fuck, I hope we win.
That's what we need for Origin, man. There needs to be more shit talk. I want Queensland to be talking shit too, to be honest.
It's hard to talk shit when you're 2-0 down, when you've already lost the series. Yeah. It's fucking, you can't do it when you've already lost. In the other big sporting news this week, the Poms are sad because they're losing the cricket, and Johnny Bairstow got stumped and didn't like it, and there's been a big blow up about it.
I'm not a massive cricket enthusiast by any means, but bruh, rules are rules. Stay in your crease, bruh.
In the words of the Hello Sport boys, stay in your crease, bruh.
Stay in your fucking crease.
It's just funny because and it's just like they've got short memories. Like Stuart Broad smashed one to cover a couple of years ago. He was batting, he belted it, somehow didn't get given out, didn't walk, and then he's gonna have a go and be like, "That's bad sportsmanship." It's just like, they're all professional athletes trying to win a game. Like they're just gonna do what they can do. Like it's fucking stupid, and it's cricket too. It's like shut up.
And the yarn is apparently that same bloke literally tried to do it.
Yes, there's heaps of footage. There's Hello Sport did a mad supercut of
yeah.
It's fucking I don't know. It's funny. And the PM, the English Prime Minister, weighed in.
And but so did Albo.
Yeah, Albo did. He's like,
funny.
I'll see him at the summit.
He just said, "Stay in your crease as well."
Stay in your crease, brah. That's Albo said, "Stay in your crease, brah." Albo's from fucking Southern Sydney too, so he's like, "Brah, stay in your crease."
I'll mock up a photo of that as if he quoted it.
Yeah,
Albo, stay in your crease, brah.
Stay in your crease, brah. It's fucking. I mean, yeah.
Click on that Victorian bitter link. So have you seen this? VB have made a novelty beer
England
in honor
bitter
of the event, and the bottles proper say England bitter.
Yes, they will sell out very quickly.
100%.
And they're sending a few hot cartons to the English team. That's great.
That's great, and it's great marketing.
That's great. Yeah, that makes me want to drink VB.
100%. That's all I've pretty much got for cricket. I've heard, they got sprayed. Well, I don't know, it's pretty much old news. You've heard it now. They got sprayed walking through that pretty prestigious club.
Yeah, it's like the long room that we have at the MCG. It's where all the fucking toffs hang out.
And apparently it's over 20 years to become a member of that joint.
Yeah, it's similar sort of prestige to the MCG and the SCG and that. Like people buy. I didn't know this because a mate of mine he's my age, but 10 years ago, he's like, I'm a member at the Sydney Cricket Ground. I was like, how? And he goes, one of his dad's friends bought him a membership when he was born, and it took him 21 years. He was on a 21-year wait list. So when he turned 21, his membership was like valid. It's like that kind of thing. It's rich white people just wanking each other off.
Yep. But they're going to lose their membership spot, look. So I don't know. Hopefully it was worth it, guys.
Suck shit.
I do have to admit, if they're in Australia, like we're probably giving it to them worse, aren't we?
Yeah. I reckon.
You know
I don't know.
I mean?
Yeah,
I'm not a cricket fan.
It's the fucking
but
Ashes.
I'd be spraying them. I'd be letting them have it.
It's the Ashes.
Yeah.
Like people are gonna get fired up.
Yeah. Let them. No, you know what? Fuck them. Take the memberships.
Take their memberships. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the week where you guys get to see me eat some yummy food. If you're on YouTube, enjoy. If you are on Spotify, you might like. Someone did tell me they listen on Spotify and they like listening to me eating.
It's not so bad because you're actually giving a take on it and stuff.
This one's not bad. It wasn't the best feed, but it was a lot of fun. This one, back and enjoy.
Chewers, how are we? Looking like shit, feeling like shit. I don't think what I'm about to eat is going to improve the situation at all. But nevertheless, in honour of the Newcastle Knights putting 60-odd points on the Bulldogs this weekend, we are going to launch into some fried chicken from Henny Penny. Yeah. Not really a lot to say. I've been battling a hangover at work all day. This could send me one of two ways. Let's go.
That looks good.
Fresh. That is fresh bird.
That looks so good, bro.
That is filth. Have a go at it. That is fucking disgusting. Beautiful and fresh and hot. It's crispy, but the chook's still tender. Nice flavour. It's actually pretty good. It's fucking heaps better than I expected it to be. Fried pieces from Henny Penny. 7.5. I need to go to bed. Good night.
Just beat out the kebab.
Yeah. It was good. It was fucking.
Well, it tastes better after a 66-0 fucking flogging,
I was
doesn't it?
fucking so hungover too. I was very, very unwell. But
That's a great pick for this week's Chew. That's a great pick.
I think I've got another one locked and loaded from today too, from my travels today. So next week's Chew has already been chewed. So that's your Chew for this week, guys. Hope you liked it. Now, for a segment that is fast becoming my favourite part of this podcast.
100%.
And it's clear that you fucking sick fucks seem to enjoy it as well. Without further ado, let's launch into this week's edition of the Daily Blue Classifieds. Now, there is some complete fucking dribble on this, and I'm here for it. Let's go.
G'day, cunts. No rain in sight. Cricket's about to start. I think you know who it is. P.S. I wasn't pissed in Townsville. I think the tone in my voice was just a bit down, so I fucking ramped it up. Anyway, to the subject. Does anyone else get pissed off at fucking Coles and Woolies and that when you go to the self-checkout and the card one and then they go, are you sure you want to be here? Yes, cunt. I came here for a reason. Everyone uses their fucking card. Then they start asking all these other dumb questions too, like, do you want to fucking cut these coins or something? And then you put your bag down there like, oh, have you got a bag? Yes, cunt. I've got a fucking bag. Just let me start swiping me shit. Fucking hell. And then they don't even ask, I don't even think they ask you if you want a receipt anymore. They just start spitting it out. The cunt's fucking 3 foot long. It takes fucking 4 minutes and every cunt's staring at you going, mate, hurry up. This is meant to be quick. And I'm going, cunt, it's the fucking receipt. Fucking on. Unless you want a double whammy, I will fuck off right now. Jesus Christ.
Oh, fucking hell. He is not happy, is he?
I can't say it bothers me to that extent, but I do fucking hate the self-serve. Like, it's kind of like Macca's. Like, it is convenient and it is quick, but I tell you what I do love, because I do my food shopping generally on a Sunday morning, and nothing puts a smile on my face than like a real friendly checkout chick, and they're like, how's your day, love? And they're just bang, bit of back and forth, nice, friendly. You don't get that from the self-serve. Self-serve is just full of fucking, do you want to be here? Me, bagging area, blah, blah, blah. It fucking sucks. So I do share this man's disdain for the self-serve, and I do. And the other thing about self-serve is they took a lot of checkout chicks' jobs.
They did.
They took her jobs.
They took her jobs.
So
you like the human interaction?
Love it, mate.
Mate, I was saying this before I was doing Daily Blue Weekly. I don't know if I have ever not used a self-serve checkout.
Even for your big weekly shop?
Yep, I do it online now. I just go into the car park and get them to bring it out to me now.
You are the technology generation, though.
Yeah, but I could not think of a time where I went into a checkout, like, I can't think of one.
Treat yourself to a checkout next shop. It's nice.
I don't know if I want that interaction with people. I feel like there's probably some weird cunts that work behind a checkout.
There are, but that's part of the fun.
It's well, you know what? That's great because it will give you some yarns, give you something to laugh about.
Yeah, just get your head out of your phone and just enjoy the world for once, Gabe. Just see what's out there.
I do rock around with my headphones on too.
You would.
All right, me boy, what's the crack? How are you now? That video I watched there the other day of you stealing the McDonald's. Yeah, we took it to another level back in the day outside of Hillbillies. You know, there used to be fucking mango queues like down for Hillbillies, like, and it wasn't even just buying the food, it was just queuing up, like. So these girls would come out with their bag of food, like. So me and another guy had set up, like, because there's a little laneway and there's you can run on straight, like. So the women would actually come out with the food. We'd like snatch it off them like a quarterback would snatch the American football, and then I'd whip it off the food off the birds, then get the bag of food, give it to my buddy. He'd run one way, I'd run the other way, and didn't know who to run after, and then we used to just munch it down around the corner. So I was fucking bold as fuck now. There's some crack.
Hold on. I think I speak for about fucking 80% of Daily Blue Weekly listeners where fucking 50% of that we did not know what that cunt was saying.
That was my boy Stokesy from the great city of Cork in Ireland. So obviously, I think was it the first episode we did? We were talking about when I used to steal McDonald's from King Street Macca's as a young lad, and Stokesy just called in there from the Emerald Isle about with a story of stealing food of his own. If you could decipher that,
could you? Can
yeah,
you give us a recap?
I knew exactly what he said. He was like, "Go on now, what's the crack, boy?" Oh, it was gas. Yes, that's how they all talk.
They use like more than us Aussies, don't they?
Yeah. He's the man, that bloke. He's fucking.
He sounds like a good bloke. He sounds like a fun time, but I did not hear a fucking word, mate.
Well,
besides you passed something like an American football. That's all I got.
If you understood it, then that story's yours to enjoy. If you didn't, fucking tough shit.
Up yours.
G'day,
Billy. Mate, wasn't sure where to send this in. Mate, question for you. Would you rather cum in the sink or sink in the cum? Cheers.
Floor's yours.
Come in the sink here.
Fucking hell.
Sinking in cum. What a way to go.
Mate, I'll try anything, lads.
Be like the, you ever watch Land Before Time? The tar pits? Like stuck in quicksand. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I'm coming in sink, and I probably have come in a sink before.
This is the same guy.
What's funnier than a dead baby? A dead baby in a clown costume.
Dead baby's always funny.
Alright, Bluey and Gabe, got a final one for you. What's the difference between me beating a woman and me beating an egg? I don't laugh when I beat an egg.
The wind blowing in that call made me think he's outside telling those jokes in the earshot of people. It sounded like he was walking. I could hear footsteps and the breeze blowing. So if you get, mate,
it was a little bit low. Like he wasn't speaking that loud either.
Yeah, love those jokes. Maybe wait till you're inside to tell them to us. 'Cause people won't appreciate that. Oh, this is a message. No, it's all right. This isn't a funny one. This is a message I got from a fella who he's had a bit of a rough trot with some family members and stuff. It's actually not funny. This is actually serious. He just wanted us to give a shout out to an organisation called PanCare, who look after people with pancreatic cancer. So he's had a bit of a rough trot with some family members and that lately. And he said these guys do some amazing work. So, awesome. You know, the classifieds isn't just for fucking dead baby jokes. It's you can give a shout out to some people doing some good stuff too. So this is from David. He said we could use his name in that. But yeah, so just want to give a shout out to, I'm pretty sure it's PanCare. Sorry if I've got that wrong. Yeah. PanCare, doing some great work. So, and David, thank you for listening, mate, and I hope you're doing well, son.
Yeah, you know, everyone's going through cancer affects like one in fucking X amount of people, so a lot of people can relate to you, mate. Hope all's well.
You're not alone. Thank you for listening. Back to the garbage.
Hey boys, last week you had a fella messaging about the worst place you've done the deed, and I've got one for you.
Hey.
Back when I worked at Woolies when I was younger, I was dating a Sheila there, and I got fucking slopped off in the break room, mate.
Bang.
Try and beat no one. Definitely staying anonymous here, though.
Got slopped off in the break room at Woolies.
That's great. That's good.
Nothing less erotic than that. That sounds fucking terrible.
but it's one of those things where you do it for the yarn. I had a mate that worked in a Macca's drive-through, late night shift, got it done in there.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Getting slopped off's a fucking...
I've never said slopped off in my life.
I think this gentleman's the only one that has slopped off.
It must have been a bit wet.
Darling, can you slop me off, please?
Good on you, mate. That's good stuff.
Here we
God's
go.
work.
Yeah, fellas, just following up on the last message there. This is more focused on Bluey than it is on Gabe there, because I doubt Gabe has sex with women. But, Bluey, what do you do when you fucking had a few brewski manooskis and you're trying to get your woman in the mood for a Ronnie Coot? So that's the drama I'm in at the moment. I've had a couple of brewski manooskis and the old wifeski, she's like, oh, fuck off. I'm not keen for a biddy. And I'm like, fucking, I'd like a biddy. So I'm just wondering, fellas, what do you do when you've had a couple of fucking good ones and the missus is fucking sober? What do you do when you want to get stuck into your work when it's, it's a Saturday night or a Friday night and, you want to get in there? What is your go-to move, fellas? That's what I want to know.
First thing...
Fuck off. Fuck.
First thing I would suggest is stop calling them brewski manooskis.
Yeah,
That's
a great start.
no woman will want to fuck you while you're tossing that up. In the state you're in, if your missus doesn't want to root, I'd just say go to bed.
Have a flog.
Just have a pool and go to bed.
We must have some sex appeal, mate. They're coming in here with these questions.
People coming to us with romantic fucking problems.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry. I got nothing there.
Yeah, mate. I don't know. Go have a flog. That's all I got.
Masturbate.
Yeah, you're parked. God, look at you. You need sleep.
I need to go to bed.
You're gonna go to sleep here, gun.
Righto, Bluey. And Gabe, I got a question for you, and it's a big one that all the great philosophers have pondered throughout the ages, all right? Because I know you're after the big questions. Who's winning in a fight? A silverback or a grizzly? And why is it a grizzly?
Agreed.
Did he say why is it a grizzly?
Yep.
Yeah, it has to be, mate. I watched the Revenant, the Leo DiCaprio movie the other day.
Haven't seen it, yeah.
Fuck, man. He gets towed up by a grizzly in like the first scene. Those things are terrifying. Yeah, it's definitely a grizzly.
Well, so what's your why on a grizzly situation?
Teeth and claws and just brute strength.
100%. So, bro, silverbacks are fucking strong and the cunt could move around a bit quicker.
Yeah, but bears are quick.
It's just the claws, bro.
Teeth.
It's the claws for me. They got more weapons.
Yeah, they got like fucking... Yeah, it's a grizzly every day of the week for me.
We need to get one of these we disagree on so we can have an argument. But yeah, I've had this debate and I'm grizzly through and through.
You'll get no arguments from me there, mate. It's grizzly time, baby. Memphis Grizzlies.
Hey man, hope you're doing good. I reckon West Tigers and the Canterbury Bulldogs and St. George Dragons should be kicked out of the competition. One, Canterbury Bulldogs losing 60 plus points 66. To nothing. West Tigers losing 70 plus to nothing. And Dragons, well, Ben Hunt should just boycott the club and Dragons should, go and play for the New South Wales Cup. All three of those teams are screwed and, maybe form a Perth team called the Perth West or something. Maybe the West Tigers can relocate to Perth or something. They'll probably be for the best. Who knows?
With every suggestion there except the Perth West, I think we could come up with a better name.
The Perth.
Do you want to be the Perth West? But
merge them all together. Make one fucking big club.
The ultimate merger club. I am in agreement with kicking the Dogs and the Dragons and the Tigers out of the competition.
Do you really actually think we should kick clubs out?
Kicking them
out. People kick them out of the comp and mean it.
Nah, it's just they're just having a bad year.
Yeah, you want more clubs, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
But
expansion.
They fucking suck. Yeah, they fucking suck.
Yeah, let's not detract from the fact that they stink.
Yeah,
those football teams, they fucking stink. What else?
Go the Perth West.
Up Perth West.
Yep. G'day, Bluey. I'm saying g'day from Canberra. I'm not disclosing you my name. I'm here to. I'm a bit fucked, mate. I'm a bit cooked here with my mate. But I'm here to tell you a sad story, an embarrassing sports story from about cricket a year ago. Last game,
can hear him
we're playing against those fucking Marist College boys, fucking cunt dogs. Fuck them. And yeah. Anyway, we were playing against those cunts. We hated them, and it was last game of the season. and they just fucking... They decided to get one of the 9-year-old brothers of one of the Morris Boys players. They got him to bowl for them. And I was bowling against this kid, and I smacked him. I got a 4. Smacked him again. Got a 4. No.
That's it.
Is that the end? No. What happened? Oh, we can't say his name. You know we're talking about people who just can't stop yapping when they're on the gear?
Yeah, that's our friend here.
Bro, the music to go with his story, hilarious.
What a shit story.
Yeah. And the fucking...
What a shit fucking story that was.
Give us part 2 next week.
G'day, boys. Long time listener, first time classifier. Bluey, firstly, this is a 2-parter. How erect does this night's game get you? And second part's for you, Gabe. Stacey Goddard from Tamworth. Do you know her, and is she a con artist? Cheers, boys.
I don't know, mate. Doesn't ring a bell.
Sounds like a con artist.
Yeah, Stacey Goddard. She's getting a fucking shout out on the show.
Con artist. And yes, Knights Erect had me rigid on the weekend. It was fucking good shit. This is the same bloke, 2-parter.
Another thing I need you to do, Bluey, is find out if there's ever been a NRL game finish on 69 points. I think it needs to happen.
Can we quickly research that now?
I'm on it, mate.
Anyone ever finished on 69 points? I'm assuming as a winning total.
As a total?
Like as in like someone winning 69-12 or something? Probably not, eh?
I don't think so.
It's a pretty obscure score.
No, he'd be one of the greats, but no.
You'd have to get up 68-0 and kick a field goal. Or 68 whatever and then kick a field goal. I can't.
Or like a 68 nail bite.
Yeah.
Someone kicks a... Yeah.
The old Toyota Cup back in the day. They used to be fucking pretty high scoring. All right, what else we got?
Gabe.
Cool.
Mate, I'm sitting here on a Sunday night thinking about you, mate.
Thanks, mate.
A few vegan bickies. Couldn't help but feel like you like Drake. You didn't shut the fuck up about him for about 45 minutes. Now, has it ever occurred to you
Here we go.
that you may be closer to knowing him than you think?
Oh.
Well, the 6 degree of separation theory would tell you that you know
this.
Bluey,
Yeah.
and Bluey knows Adam Greentree, and Adam Greentree knows Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan interviewed Kanye, and Kanye knows Drake.
Wow.
That's only 4 people, mate.
I didn't. I never considered that.
Also, eat some fucking cheese.
I love those sign-offs, and I will still not fucking do that. But that is pretty cool that I'd know someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows someone.
Yeah. It's 6 degrees of separation. It's fucking...
Well, I plan on making it 1 degree one day.
We could have Drake on the show.
Mate, I don't know if he even really does podcasts.
So let's get his book. We need to buy
I don't.
his fucking stupid book.
You want to go halves with me?
No. Fuck no. Spend money on that shit.
Blue, how you going, Blue? How you going, Gay Gabe? Just a little topic to discuss there. What do you reckon about relegation in the NRL starting now? We'll get the fucking shitty Tigers and we'll get the fucking Bulldogs together. Let them play, so a fucking natural die or something. Nowhere good. Don't put the current KO either. And just, whoever loses, we'll fucking kick them out of the comp. What do you reckon? Also, while we're at it, we've got Blues Chews. How about we go Gabe's Gash Bash? We send Gabe to, like, all the broths around Newcastle. Get him some LJs and he can give us a rating out of 10. Maybe start him off at the, I don't know, the Asian Star. Yeah, we've all had a good time there, haven't we? Yeah. Anyway, cheers, fellas. Catch ya.
Great content ideas. Gabe's Cash Bash.
Don't know how happy the missus would be, mate.
It's for work, babe.
Yeah, it's a work expense, writing off tax. But I was saying I'm not for the teams getting relegated, but I like the idea of like a fucking must win. Like that makes it entertaining.
Yeah, they do it. The Super League, the English Super League, do promotion relegation. So like the championship, it's called. So like they have like a grand final and the winner goes to the Super League. But it's just kind of a thing because like the teams that get promoted seem to just get relegated pretty much every year. They're just not quite big enough to. But the Premier League do it, and it's always like the English Premier League do it. It's always exciting. It is heaps exciting.
Yeah,
Fuck, we could fucking be relegated. It would be pretty sweet, but the NRL will never be able to do anything like that. I don't think.
But it's cool. It's a spectacle, and NRL does need more spectacles.
Yeah, Gabe's Gash Bash. That'd be a spectacle. That'd be fucking real spectacle.
G'day, boys. Boxy from the Central Coast here.
Boxy!
I've got a question for you, fellas. I love a game of league, but AFL's where my heart's at. I was wondering, how do you reckon you boys would go if you had to change codes for a game? You reckon you got the tank for it? Cheers, boys. Love the potty.
Thanks, mate. Thank you, Boxy.
Easiest game.
Oh, it'd be so hard, bro.
I know.
They're completely different athletes. You can even tell by just their body types. They're all big, tall string beans that can just run all day.
I'm too short is the short answer, mate. I'm way too short for AFL.
Yeah, I'm just not.
I got the heart.
Oh, I don't have the heart, the heart, the lungs. Yeah, they're a different kind of athlete. They're fucking so fit, so fit.
The field's huge, man.
Yeah, big field. They coordinate. I can't kick a ball. Can't fucking run. Fucking, I could not, Boxy. But thank you for the fucking lovely shout out, mate. I'm glad you're enjoying the podcast.
Yeah, that was a good thought, Boxy.
Even if you are a fucking AFL fan. This is a big name.
If anyone should be kicked out of the NRL, it's the fucking Knights. They're fucking useless. I've never seen a more pathetic team play and train in my life. The old people over there at the club at West playing the poker machines have more get up and go than the fucking Knights do. Maybe they need some of Joey John's miracle powder to get them going.
Yeah.
Oh, when they win a game, everyone gets fucking excited. Fuck that. Useless as tits on a fucking ball, that team. Useless. Like the fucking Titanic.
So it sounds like you sent that after the big win.
Yeah, that one came through it did come through after the win.
God.
Good to see not everyone's just bandwagoning them. Realise we're still outside the 8.
Yeah.
We're still not that good. We did beat the Bulldogs. That's a fair spray. That was from a big name too. I won't say who it was because they didn't say their name, but that was from a.
Oh, he'd love it, but we'll let him drop a name.
If you want us to say your name next time, blink twice. No, if you send in voicemails in and you would like your name mentioned on the podcast, just say, hey, it's Boxy from the Central Coast. Say your name, then you'll get the
or send an eggplant emoji after it.
Yeah, or get fucked up on Bickies. Whoops. Get fucked up on Bickies like that other guy and tell us a shit cricket story. Oh, what else we got?
Mate, this could be an article or a question, but does going to the gym in the weights section where a punching bag is and hitting it in peak hour whilst going dus, does that make you the toughest guy on earth? Because I feel like there's no other reason why you would do that than other to assert that you're the toughest guy in the world.
Yeah, it must do.
You've got to have done an article on this, haven't
I
you?
did like a week ago.
Yeah.
Because there was a guy unloading on the and we do it's like a circuit training class, and there's like older ladies in there and heaps of chicks and and it was like just a bit of boxing just to get the heart rate up, and this bloke was like giving it fucking combos from hell.
Yeah, that's what you
He was like kicking the bag, like big Muay Thai kicks and stuff. I was like, brother, what are you doing?
I don't mind cunts having a go on it, but the sounds is what unlocks the
And like the chains watching like, what the fuck are you doing, mate? Yes, it does make you the fucking maddest cunt at the gym, of course. What else have we got? Oh, have a go at this cunt's name. That's the name on Instagram.
Old cunt.
Oh.
Bluey, big old cunt. What's chewing?
What's chewing?
That kebab looked fucked, mate. And by the way, the tabbouleh adds a bit of bitterness, so it all balances out between the sweet, the spicy, the salty, the hot.
Great take.
You need to add tabbouleh. You won't fucking regret it.
Agreed.
Noted.
And episode 1 sucked ass. Let's just go ahead and address that.
the whole SD card issue. I'm not a fucking Spotify listener, mate. I get home, hit the tins, and I want to fucking watch something decent. I don't want to watch a blue screen that says Bluey's fucking daily, weekly, monthly, fucking yearly fucking tampon.
Respect.
Anyway, son, keep it up. Punch Gabe in the face and keep pumping bags.
Respect. Love a bit of constructive criticism. As we said, Classifieds isn't just to ring in and polish our knobs. If you got fucking, you think the show needs to improve, you fucking ring us up and just tee off.
Yeah, and that was deserved. We should have been better, prepared with an SD card.
That was dog shit from us. I haven't been able to sleep since. I was fucked.
G'day, boys. Dallas from To The Point podcast.
Dallas.
He's back.
Now, if it's going to be a series whitewash, what are you thinking, boys? Cattle dog. I think the cattle dog should be called, and I think we need to win the fight because we're definitely not going to win the game. What do you think on bringing back the cattle dog? Cheers, boys.
That spiked.
Love it.
That spiked a thought for me.
Love it.
That's why Code's in the team, mate.
Yeah,
surely Cody can scrap.
He loves the shit. He loves fucking pushing and shoving.
You were saying Brady Best would know how to scrap.
I reckon Brady can fight. Maybe
Dallas
they've picked
is
a fighting team.
100%.
Kaloa Matangi can definitely throw hands.
Campbell Gillard, he could throw him surely.
Oh, no, he looks a bit soft, actually.
You reckon? I reckon that Mo gives him a bit of staunch.
But they should let him punch on in Origin. When that fight happened last year, when Matt Burton and Tino and that punched on, that game was nuts anyway.
That was awesome.
And then that happened. I was like, whoa. Like when Payne Haas and Tino punched on the year before, it's like, that's what Origin is.
It is what it is.
It's fucking gladiatorial fucking combat. That's why people go mad when they're like, it's just what it is. Let it go.
Mate, if I'm there, because I'm going.
Oh, nice.
And they call cattle dog, oh my God. It'll almost be, well, if we win the fucking fight.
Yeah, it's like you don't, like, I mean, it's obviously not great losing the series, but if you bash them, if there's a stink and someone gets belted, you're like, take that.
Well, they're obviously somewhat lenient, right? Like Fox threw one at Reece Welch.
He got sent though.
Yeah, but he didn't miss a game.
Yeah.
I think he copped a fine.
Yeah.
If the boys can cop a fine for a punch, fucking oath.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I think they should be allowed to fight at Origin. I'm all for it, Dallas. I think that's a very good call. And let's hope we see a fight on Wednesday night. So you're going to Origin Wednesday?
I am, and I'm like, I'm the least organised cunt, but I've got somewhere to stay. I don't really know what's going on. Someone else organised it, but I am going, and I'm excited. And fuck, we're gonna have to shoot.
We can do it the day before.
Yeah.
Or the day after, whatever.
Yeah, whenever I get back.
Make it work, mate. We'll make it work.
We always do.
Guys, that's it for the news this week. We did it. I didn't think it was going to happen, but we fucking did it.
You poor cunt. You need some shut-eye, don't you?
Gone, guys, thank you so much. And I know we say it every week. Thank you for your voicemails. That's becoming, I mean, I know it's just basically fucked up people ringing us, but that's a lot of fun. Keep sending your voice clips in because that's a lot of fun. Thank you for all the people that are like commenting and rating it.
To listen.
Listening to the show. It's fucking mad. Thank you very much, guys. Gabe, you got anything?
Nah, mate. Thanks for listening. It's been fucking awesome. I love this episode.
We'll see you guys next week for more news. Bye-bye.
See ya.